Ladies and gentlemen, meet the Detroit Diesel 12V71, the 12-cylinder two-stroke engine that redefined diesel power in America. Not just an engine, a mechanical icon. Pattern interrupt. Light humor. If this engine had a dating profile, it would just say, loud, oily, and stronger than your dad. Visual. Vintage truck roaring to life, engine close-ups, RPM needle jumping. Narrator. Stick around because this engine's story isn't just about horsepower, it's about heritage, engineering grit, and a sound that diesel lovers say hits harder than nostalgia itself. Act 2. The story, how it works, and why it matters. Narrator. Let's start with the basics. The Detroit 12V71 is a two-stroke V12 diesel engine from the legendary 71 series, first introduced in the 1960s. Each 71 refers to the engine's 71 cubic inches per cylinder, and with 12 cylinders, you get a massive 852 cubic inches of displacement. That's over 14 liters of raw diesel fury. Narrator. It produced up to 525 horsepower and nearly 1,300 pound-feet of torque in its prime, enough to move military tanks, fire trucks, logging rigs, and Greyhound buses like they were toys. Cliffhanger-style tease. But power isn't what made the 12V71 famous. It was the sound, and the smoke, and the chaos. Act 2. Continued. Tech breakdown and engine culture. Narrator. This engine uses a two-stroke design, meaning it fires with every revolution. That's twice the noise, twice the power strokes, and yes, twice the smoke. Pattern interrupt. Attention reset. It's basically the diesel equivalent of drinking espresso through a fire hose. Narrator. And while modern diesels have gone clean, quiet, and digital, this engine stayed gloriously loud, analog, and unapologetically mechanical. The 12V71 became a symbol of American muscle in industrial form. You'd hear it before you saw it, whether it was climbing mountain roads, roaring through job sites, or rolling through a truck show. Act 3. Legacy, resurgence, and future questions. Narrator. So what happened to the 12V71? Eventually, emissions regulations, fuel efficiency, and changing tech caught up with it. Production slowed in the late 80s, and Detroit diesel evolved into newer, cleaner engines. Narrator. But here's the twist. They never really went away. To this day, 12V71s are restored, repowered, and revered by engine collectors and old-school truckers across the U.S. Mini cliffhanger. And guess what? In the world of diesel pulling competitions and off-grid heavy equipment, this beast is still winning. Act 3. Continued. Why it still matters. Narrator. Why does the Detroit 12V